So I've got an article here from the New York Post. Irredeemable Batgirl movie gets shelved by Warner Brothers despite $70 million price tag. Source. Now they've learned exclusively from one of their sources that the movie will be completely shelved. Let me get that out of here. I usually use an ad blocker for this kind of shit, but anyway. That means it won't hit theaters or the streaming service HBO Max. Fans will not see it. Now, I will say real quick, I do think that there is a chance that it will be put on a streaming, on HBO Max or something like that. Or I think it'll go somewhere. I don't think they'll just completely get rid of the damn thing. That would be, that would really be crazy. But anyway, the reportedly $70 million movie, the source said the budget was actually more than $100 million, which was doing test screening for audiences in anticipation of the late 2022 debut, would rank among the most expensive cinematic cast-offs ever. Basically, the film's already done. It's got to have a little bit of post-production, basically, to get it finalized. But they're just talking about just throwing it out the door, and that's just crazy. But these tests were to be so poorly received by moviegoers that the studio decided to cut its losses and run for the sake of the brand's future. It's a DC disaster. Now, by doing this, they would save money on advertising and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, to just say that they're not even going to put it on HBO Max. That's the part I find a little hard to believe. I think they will eventually. They may even come out and say, "Hey, fan demand," and everything. Because I see people saying that, "Oh, this has got to be so bad. I really want to see it." But they might stick to their guns and they might say, "No, no, we're just going to put it in a locked room somewhere." But anyway, the Post has reached out to Warner Brothers for comment. It's been a months-long walk of shame for the movie Batgirl, directed by Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falal. Received not a single mention at DC's Comic-Con panel in San Diego in July, an unusual move that raised and drew out eyebrows. The much publicized event, after all, is designed to boost exposure for forthcoming projects just like this one. And then they talk a little bit about Marvel and so on and so forth. But Batgirl, which stars Leslie Grace in the title role, which I will say that she has, she's been tweeting about it or just on social media talking about it and stuff. So I mean, that's cool. I mean, me personally, I never was a fan of the suit, or not, which they actually show right here. The suit was okay, I guess. It's just I I don't know. I mean, it's just not. It looks more like cosplay kind of thing, basically. But anyway, then they go on. The studio's been mum on plans for Batgirl ever since for the past few months. Shelving a multi-million-dollar effort would not be unusual for Zaslav, a ruthless cost cutter. Remember, he's the same guy who gave the $300 million streaming service CNN the axe just days after its splashy launch because it didn't snare enough subscribers. The budget-conscious CEO, according to Variety, has split WB into multiple segments, including the reorganized DC-based film production. They need to do something because they're flailing around. WB said to be searching for head honcho to run the flying DC extended universe and whip it into coherent shape like Kevin Feige did with the MCU. Walter Hamad is the current president. And they're going to report their quarter two earnings and announce future plans on Thursday. It says that they urgently need all that they can get. Yeah, because they have not had a lot of success. Aquaman and Wonder Woman 1984 got mixed notice from critics. I thought Aquaman was good. Wonder Woman 1984, not so much. Birds of Prey, Suicide Squad were admired flops. Suicide Squad was better if you didn't really care as much about how goofy and like wonky and over the top everything was. Then it was actually pretty good. I like Idris Elba, and John Cena, and all. They had some really good, really good actors in there. Birds of Prey, I didn't care much for that. That's just, the Batman performed okay at the box office, netting $770 million in our rating. Got good notices. And talk about the only DC Extended Universe film that's managed to beat the $1 billion box office gross. The Batman was Joker. Oh, well, yeah, I guess, because I guess, technically, like they say here, it's not a part of the DCEU, but it's like, man, all of that shit. They don't have like a coherent DCEU, basically. You know what I mean? Like, it's like all their movies are fucking DCEU, in my, opinion, essentially. Because it's like, the Batman, why the fuck is that considered in the extended universe? Because it's not connected to anything else. So, by that standard, none of their shit will. But, anyway, regardless. They talk about Aquaman and made over $1 billion, blah, blah, all that kind of stuff. Here then they talk a little bit about old fuckface there, Ezra Miller. And it goes on. I'll link this in the description box if you want to read it for yourself. But then they talk a little bit about Affleck and some of the Batman rumors and shit, Gal Gadot, blah blah blah. It just goes on. You can kind of say, or you can kind of imagine what it's talking about. It's just talking about the future is murky and stuff, which is. There's no question. They don't they don't have they don't know what the fuck they're doing. To be quite honest, they need somebody to kind of lead them. And the thing is, they could luck out and find somebody, but they might also fail and get someone in there who doesn't have a good plan. And we'll see. The whole Batgirl movie, being shelved, it's not good. But if it leads to good things for DC, then it could be a quote unquote blessing in disguise, or however you want to phrase it. But yeah, it's just, man, the bad news for DC continues. Holy shit. I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.